Hi guys, how are you? Okay, so right now I'm on the bus and I'm on the 720 bus on my way to Wilshire. Or should I say somewhere that not everyone knows so that I'm not followed or stalked? Okay, so I went to Rite Aid. If you want to know a little bit about my day and the things that I did. So I went to Rite Aid. I got me a pack of cigarettes because I need those for my anxiety attacks since I'm not taking my psych meds. And then I bought Starbucks. No, not Starbucks. Starburst. Pretty damn close. Starburst for a treat every time I do a video, and every time I feel like my mouth is dry or I just want to reward myself. Don't forget to reward yourself. Also, do you know what God convinced me to do? Buy a barefoot Moscato. That's to kind of calm me down because I only had like almost 3 hours of sleep on the bench. It's a great challenge, guys, but on my way to staying awake, I'm gonna need these tools or else I'm gonna lose my mind. Oh, one more thing. A fork. Of course, for my relaxation. It's kind of the thing that I do. Like, I kind of see it like doodling. You know, when you doodle, a little thing to kind of relax your flesh. Your flesh is important. So, enough of that. Today we're going to talk about a lot of things. First of all, I just kind of want to relate to the rest of the world by recording this video on the bus. You know, sure, I'm a princess and sure, I'm rich, but this is a good way to kind of, it's more like proof, not just talk, but action. Actions speak louder than words. And so I just want to kind of show you that I am with you physically, spiritually, emotionally, and mentally, whatever that means. And the reason for a lot of you that are wondering why my face is covered, not only are there germs, bacteria, dust that will make you sick and you can't go to work. Those are one of the reasons. Another reason is the fact that I'm fighting for a lot of people that are like addicted to drugs and stuff like that. Anyways, I have stalkers, and so I had to kind of like keep myself covered. Stairs, people taking photos. Some take photos to make fun of me, and some take photos because they just can't help because they're obsessed with me. And others, it's just the energy. But really what the truth is Jesus. So it's he that is within me that they're attracted to, not me. So that kind of like brings down my ego. Kind of like being on the streets. Being on the streets kind of brings down my ego. Oh, nobody wants that. It's really dangerous. So it's kind of like trying to experience everything. It's like education without going to school. So you gotta be street smart and school smart. You can't just be school smart because when you go up there, there are gonna be like rappers and stuff that are street smart, and they can beat you at everything if you're not prepared. So that's your competition. Even though success is not a competition, we're here to lift each other, not to bring each other down. Now, if you're in competition with anyone, it's you. Remember that. Oh, and they've repeated that so many times, especially in school, if you went. Why is school important? To be honest, I did not graduate from high school. Why? I got pregnant at 16 and, no, 17. But it was on purpose. It was a surprise. Okay, so I prayed to God to have like a baby at 17, to be a single mother. I know it sounds crazy, but I admired the lady that I was babysitting for, and I love to be strong like her. And so I asked God, but I didn't know he was actually gonna do it, and he did it. And then I wanted an abortion because I wasn't ready. But just because I wasn't ready doesn't mean God wasn't ready. He already had it planned before I even prayed for it. What a wonderful bummer. Okay, so summer's here and summer's closed. We're gonna close that because I think we are at, oh, we're at 5 minutes. So YouTube basically has like 15 minutes. So I'll see how far this goes. So I was in Vegas, right? Talk about bullies. And when I was in Vegas, I got chased down by a drug dealer. And he wanted to like kill me and my boyfriend. And so I ended up getting away, and so did he. But I had to get away first in order for him to get it because he was trapped under the crystal meth drug, which is something that they kind of give people, like in the military sometimes, like back then when Hitler was in control, he started the whole thing. So let me give you a little school on education on crystal meth and stuff, what it does. Because I've done it one time until I was forced to do it by that drug dealer, and he raped me after that. And then I went to the cops. But I had to get away because if not, he would have tried to get me, and he had boys. And so, let me tell you what happened when I reported it to the cops. First of all, they told me they didn't know how to like deal with that because it was like they didn't know how to address the situation because I surrendered. I told them I didn't surrender until I was forced to take the drug. And then it's like, how were you forced to take the drug? See, some people are really smart about what they do, about being criminals. When you're smart about being a criminal, you can get away with so much crime. But when there is a God, there's only so far you can run. La, 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 la. You understand? You can't get away with that because there is a mastermind above you. Ding, 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 ding. Now, so when I went there, this lady came inside of the room and she told me, well, we can't just go up to some random guy and be like, oh, you raped this girl, and so now we're gonna have to take you to jail. There needs to be proof, there needs to be evidence, because we're dealing with reality. And I could just be talking to just get money from the government. So that's basically what they're thinking. I thought it was horrible. And so, long story short, I basically told them it wasn't fair that they couldn't even keep me there for one night because there were people in worse conditions. And maybe they were right, but still I had people chasing after me. So I thought. See, when you're high, you see way beyond the human existence. You start to hear people's thoughts from a distance. And so, after that, I just reported it, and then they gave me a paper where I can tell them deeper of the story, and they pay me cash. It's like being a snitch, so they say in the streets, but you're not really a snitch. You're standing up for others that are weak, okay? So don't ever let them tell you you're being a snitch and they're gonna kill you. No. Whenever you tell the police about a crime, guess what? You're standing up for a child, you're standing up for a woman, and you're standing up for a guy, because even guys get harassed too. Don't forget that. Even women can be criminals too. Don't forget that. Just because she's a woman, she's not always right. So, be careful for that. And so me, why I'm so dangerous is I get so many people, or women and guys, that actually think I'm transgender. Now, being a transgender is a very dangerous game, because you're playing with the male mind and you're playing with the female mind. You can't really play with the female mind because females usually know what a female is like, unless you have a really good doctor. So, when you're in Vegas, they really want to know if you're a woman or a man first before they take you to the room. Some guys. And so, you kind of have to drop the draws. Not really, just the other stuff. But that's not enough evidence because there's a lot of people that get surgery. And so, for me, it's dangerous to be me because I'm in between. I'm a full woman, but I have strong features. So people are confused about me. It's kind of good. Why? Because if a man was trying to attack me or rape me or think that I'm a woman, he would have to think about it first. Because it's like, it could be a guy, and that guy could be really strong. So he would have to think before he attacks me. So it could be a good thing. But it could be like, oh, that is a guy, and we're gonna kill him because he's lying to us and confusing us. So that's where it's dangerous, and that's why I have to cover up and just kind of put myself in a very humble situation. Don't worry, it's none of your business if you don't like it. Let me check my time. Hold on. 10. We have 10. Okay, 10:24. So almost to 15. And so this is where I'm living in a situation where I'm followed, and nobody really knows this because we're in reality right now until you actually walk with me. But you can't walk with me if you're not consciously on my level, and if you're not strengthfully on my level. It's not my level, it's God's level. So you have to kind of be in a situation to kind of understand the situation, and you kind of got to have the heart of Christ to get in my situation. Now, it takes someone to be in a situation to save many lives. You can't just be a pastor or a preacher that's never had an experience of those that have fallen and expect them to rise. Because this is what they're going to say. How would you know? You've never been in my situation, especially teenagers or strippers, because they're like teenagers. You've never been there. You don't know what I feel. That's what they're going to say. And you're going to say, I may not know what I feel, but I do know the Lord. And then they're going to be like, yeah, whatever. Some of them might be saved, but some of them are going to be go right back. But if you've been in that situation and be like, girl, I was right there, and guess who did it and why they did it and what happened to me. And when you get in that situation, you really snatch and win that person's heart and be like, listen, I feel you because I was there. And see, that's why God put me in the situations that I was. I'm very, very lucky to be alive right now. Very lucky. And so are you. Because some people don't have to go through these things. They just hear about it. And I'm not saying everyone has to go through it. I'm just saying that we should be a little more considerate and generous, especially in businesses like Starbucks. Oh God, don't get me started with Starbucks. This is like one of the biggest businesses in America right now, so I believe. And some of the employees in there are so nasty, they shouldn't even be working in there. Rule number 1 about business. If you're not ready to let go of your ego, you shouldn't be hired anywhere. You shouldn't even apply. Because when you work for someone else, your ego drops. Because you're no longer yourselves. You don't no longer own yourself. But the business owner owns you. Everything you do, you must bow down or else leave. If you're not helping the business grow, then why the hell are you there? If you're not being polite to every customer, even a homeless customer, then you should not be there, because homeless people are people too. And you never know. Listen, you never know. That person could be a private guest. That person could be a private, secret shopper. Oh, just wait. Have you ever heard of secret shoppers? Okay, well, secret shoppers are people that go pretending to be shoppers, but really they're employees of the business. And they pretend to buy just to check on how the business is going and how the employees are treating customers. So they become the customer, but really after they go behind their desk and they talk about how everything went. How do I know? Well, let's just say I was an employee once upon a time, and I got really close to the managers. Not only that, I ran into some secret shoppers. Not only that, I myself am a secret shopper. So the best way to get information is to play the bum. You gotta play the bum. Why? Because if you are a business that really cares about people, you wouldn't care about what they think about your outfit, your smell. Because that's how you really get to the bottom of it. Because those are the people that you really need to reach out to. Because the minute they rise, they're going to find out information and you will drop. Let's see how many minutes I have left. 14:37. I'm going to end it here because if I go on with this conversation, this is going to be far. I would like to thank everyone that has blessed me with some cash today. Every beautiful person that has opened their heart to support me. Because when you support me, you support my channel. And you support so many other women and children and males males, my boyfriend being one of the victims out there that needs the help that you're giving, okay? So remember, charity investigation is very important. Make sure you go to those shelters that you're giving to and you find out what's really going on. That will be the next talk on this channel of baby steps. Toodles doodles.